What is up, everybody? This is your host SuperSight, and welcome back to another video of Heyday. Now in this video I just thought I'd let you know of a new Wii update that Heyday has done via maintenance, and it is that they will be increasing the level cap, the maximum possible level in Heyday, from level 500 to 600. Now I'm pretty sure it won't affect many of you, but I thought I'd do a video on it anyway just because it's interesting, and I'm going to show you one of the highest. I'm pretty sure they're the highest player in the whole of Heyday. I'm not 100% sure. It's possible that there would be another player that has. Whoa, there's all this wheat, which is awesome because I'm looking for wheat. Because okay, that is good. Lots of wheat in there. Right, I'll just put the wheat in here. Right, so there we go. Because we're getting these feed mills going, clocking up those hours, which will be really good. Because I cannot wait to master those feed mills, which it won't be too far away actually. I'll show you in a second just how much progress I've made on them. I'm over halfway from getting that 3rd star, which I'm really excited about, because getting that final, oh, there we go, we got some meat. I mean, not just any meat, we got bacon. There we go, so there we go, and we'll tap on this, and we'll see if we can get some sugarcane, and no, apples maybe? No apples either, that's okay. Right, so we come over here, and there we go, we tap this, and see, I'm over halfway to getting it, and then I'll get that one, which will be really awesome. I cannot wait to get that. So we just have to keep getting that wheat, and just keep clocking up those hours to finally master it. So right, if we come over here, we come up here, and there we go, the very top player at level 498. That is so high, so high, it's insane. And then we have the second player right there, which is, I think, the second high. Now, I can't guarantee that they're the 2 highest players in the game, but I think it's very likely, because, yeah, if we look down, there's obviously, there's some at 400, but tons of these players aren't even at level 300, let alone all the way up at 400, so, yeah, lots of different players down there. But, yeah, these players here, see, the people in the level 100s, in the top 200, level 100, 193 right there, 199, 187, so these players are doing so well, in the 400s, so there's not many players in the 400s, but these two apparently have been racing to get level 500, and it appears that the top player is going to win, but I've been told that it actually, when you're that high, it takes millions of XP to level up, and these two players leveled up in a day. They leveled up millions, so they must have been spending so much money, because you can't just, by playing Heyday, get millions. You can get a ton of XP, especially when you've unlocked every machine, or, super heaps and heaps of fields and all that. But, to get, yeah, you can't just get millions and millions each day. It's insane. Let's go check out this top player. And so that, because obviously they were gonna be stopped in their tracks. They were going shooting for the sky, and then they're just gonna hit that 500 and oh, I'm stuck. I can't get any higher. So it will be unlocked now, so they can go up to level 600. And depending on how progressive, because each level it gets more and more XP, depending on how progressive it is that Heyday's made, it will depend on whether they can ever reach 600. If Heyday makes it, for example, let's say they need 10 million XP to get up currently. If they make that from, it's now 50 million to get up to the next level, and then 51 million, then 90 million, the 100, they'd never make it. But I don't know the exact precise calculations as to how much between each level how much XP you have to get. So it's possible that they'll continue going 600 and beyond, but it's also possible, depending on how hard Heyday makes it, that they never make it to 600. We'll see, but level 498 and 495, that is insane. An axe. That is just crazy. Just look at all these fields, man, just wheating. That would just be awesome. You just go vroom, and you get so many. I did count the fields once, but I've forgotten how many they have. But yeah, these farms, they're just insane. They're mega farms, and all those that I can never get, the Pearl of the Sea, and it's a cool farm. I really do like it. So there we go. If we go home and we see if, well, we didn't have to go home, but we can check this out and see if we can get some more wheat, and why not get some sheep feed while we're at it? There we go. We'll get that and that and that. Right. Looking, there we go, right there. Can we get, okay, apples? Yes, so we're trying to get those wheat to max out the feed mill. Oh, there we go. Can we get this? Oh, yes, default price corn. I like it. Okay, there we go, and we'll come here, and then we'll sell some of this off, which will make us some profit. There we go. We can even advertise that one, and then come along here, do that one there, and that one in there. That one right there, and across, and get some of those in there. I love buying the default price corn and default price eggs, and then reselling it for full. Like, you make so many more coins than you think. Like, 52 coins for every, couple of taps you do. That's another 52 coins. And if you times that by, like, 1,000 or more, it really, really adds up. There we go, and we'll put, okay, we need to get some, right, so again, in there we can do those two like so. So farm is mainly in action. How are we going mastery-wise? So flower shop, yeah, almost on the way to the second star, but still a very long way off. I have a feeling we'll be seeing those bouquets in the shop for a very long time. A very long time, because everyone's going to try and master that. It's going to take forever. This one here, I've got my first star on the sauce maker. So the sauce one is easy because the products are so long, like 3 hours. When you have a product, like 45 minutes is reasonable, unlike, products that are like 5 minutes, like with the max one currently 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm fairly happy. But yeah, that's the thing. It's funny because like when there's like products that are real quick to make, it's like, oh, that's really quick and easy. You make lots of coins off it. It's like, yeah, but then like when we go away and we only have 2 slots, the maximum time is an hour, and the minimum time we can keep it going is 10 minutes. So yeah, okay, I was gonna put a couple of those on. We can put a couple of them on, harvest those, and then put that and that in there. We've got a hamburger there, which we'll put that. So just keeping those machines back in action. I've never actually made a single product in that candle maker yet, because it needs the wax, which needs the beeswax, and then that needs the honeycomb, which needs like you to put heaps of nectar bushes, which are not as profitable as the other trees, hence I don't plant many nectar bushes. It would be cool if, rather than the pop-up deal saying, you get 10% or 40% or 60% off, diamonds, it would just like, hey, how about a 10% discount on buying bushes, or, something like that. I would really appreciate that, if they just said like a 10% off, 17% off, 20% off, like these bushes. That would be cool, because then, there'd be heaps of people producing them, like planting heaps of them all at once, and, and then you'd have like approximately 3 to 4 days from then, like when the main harvest is, you'd have a whole heap of them in the market, and I reckon that'd be quite cool if they just did discounts on these different bushes, and they wouldn't even have to, like, they could do it all at the same time, or they could swap it around, and so you do different ones. Well, theoretically, because I'm assuming that players are doing the one which makes them the most profit, in which case I always do the blackberry bushes and the cocoa trees. But assuming not everyone does that, which they don't, because not everyone knows what the most profitable bushes and trees are, then it would make it mix up. For example, I'm never really ever going to plant anything from that unless I tried to catch a fox, which was there. And these ones here, which are like legit, they're like almost a year old. But yeah, I just like it there because like that's like one of the oldest trees in the farm, except for all the other natural trees, which were like when I created the farm. But yeah, and so yeah, that would make me swap. If you like had like, well, it depends on how cheap it was, but if you did like 50% off these, it may make a difference as to how many. Or yeah, because the cost of the tree is not a big cost in the profit. The main thing is how much you can sell them for. For example, apples it's 396, whereas blackberries is like 828. 828? Is that right? Just check that. There we go. 828, that's right. Okay, so there we go, and we'll just come through here again. Oh, yes, let's get that. Not that, but hey, I can sell that off, and I'm going to have to sell a few other things off. Yeah, I often buy, like, incorrect things. Well, not normally, but, like, more often than probably most players, because, like, if I see something good, I start tapping on the farm before I'm even there, and then if I'm tapping in the wrong spot, it's like, I get full with all these things I don't want. It's like, oh, okay, but I often get the thing I want, so that's good, and I won't be able to buy that because of that. But I don't really need that, so I'll come along here, and I can sell off. What can I sell off? I don't need all that bacon. Bacon's good, but not that much bacon. I don't need that much bacon. I'm going to sell off some wool. Right, there we go. Tap that, and then sell off some of these right here. Goat cheese, sell them off full price, and there we go. There we have it. Right, now over here, we are slowly almost, getting closer to upgrading that barn and silo, which will be awesome, because I'm hoping to get them to level 2000, right, eventually, which will be nice. And look, we actually have a lot of wheat now, so we can get that one in there, and that one in there, and did I even check for wheat? I don't know if I did subconsciously or not. Right, there we go. I will... oh, yeah, I did. I did check for wheat. Okay, never mind. I must have checked. Awesome. Well, anyway, that will wrap it up for this video. I just thought I'd let you know that Heyday has increased the cap from level 500 to 600, being the maximum possible. And so, maybe you'll eventually get to level 500 or 600. Unlikely as, like, I'm unlikely, you know, even these two players, I somewhat doubt, well, they could eventually get to 600, it will depend on how much XP you need, but it's gonna take ages, like a long time ages. Anyway, this has been your host, SuperSight. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you're new to my channel, and thank you all so much for those of you who like it. I do appreciate it. This has been your host, SuperSight, and remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.